The NFL. That's all they said. NFL officials.
Okay.
But James Harrison is saying Roger Goodell must be in attendance.
And, well, it's not all he's saying. It's
No,
it
right.
has to be done at the crib.
Yep. Before training camp.
On the day he chooses.
On the day he chooses.
I love it.
So he's never dealt with a bully and is not going to begin dealing with now.
Is he being bullied?
He's being linked. I mean, him and Clay Matthews and Julius Peppers and I think Mike Neal was the other one. But the NFL's coming after him, kind of like they did with Peyton.
Manning.
Yeah.
And if you're Peyton Manning, are you under any obligation to talk to anybody?
I wouldn't think so.
I don't even think they're questioning Peyton anymore.
I think they are. I thought his name was one of the and Peyton Manning was also would be.
Well, and is he saying you got to do it at the crib?
He's no, they're all going to meet at Harrison's house. But
That's what it is.
But
I would be as vague as possible. I don't leave me alone. Go away.
If you're Peyton Manning?
From any of these guys.
Well, I don't know if you're still in the league. You can tell the league you're not going to talk.
You can talk as much as you want to talk. Is my point, which is give them as much or as little as you want.
I'm in favor of safe working conditions for athletes, and I think the performance-enhancing drug is something that really should be taken seriously. So I have no problem with the league wanting to talk, and the players that are still in the league having an obligation to answer. In Peyton Manning's case, I don't know why he would talk to anybody.
If I'm one of these other players, if I'm Clay Matthews and I know that I'm clean, and the league, we want to talk to you. All right, well, you can come here on this day. I'll be available here because this is my off season. This is my vacation time. You want to come talk to me? Here's the time I'll allot for you.
I think the good part that Harrison is saying also is make it before training camp. We don't need this distraction as a player, as a team. And if they've seen anything from Deflategate, it's just carried on, and we're still talking about it because it's still not resolved. So get rid of all that issue, and hey, let's bang this out before training camp that begins at the end of July.
Yes, let's bang this out.
Okay, bad choice of words, but you get the point.
I think it's funny that anybody's making any demands when they're kind of a suspect, you know?
Yeah, but seriously, this is the off season. This is you really want to talk. You talk during football season because right now this is my time.
But you're still an employee of the league, and you're telling your boss when you're going to talk to him.
You're on vacation.
I don't know, man.
And from a report that was found to be untrue, or at least seems to be untrue, with Peyton months ago.
I'm not so sure it's untrue. I'm not sold that any of this is untrue. So,
because I don't like how the NFL's handled any of this. We'll do it on my terms.
Yeah, I disagree. I think it's pretty funny that Harrison's doing this, but
Mr. Walk the line over here.
Well, it's your employer. You're going to tell your employer, no, I'm not coming in to see you.
If I'm on vacation and the employer calls while I'm on vacation, am I picking up the phone all the time? If Jimmy calls me, if I'm on my golf trip, like when I go on my golf trip in a couple weeks, guess what I'm not going to do? Answer one single phone call. Wow. First of all, I don't get any signal up there anyway, but I'm not doing anything. I'm out of pocket.
Then you do that, because if I have a work suspension looking at me and they want to ask me some questions and they call and I'm innocent and I'm on vacation, yeah, it's going to suck, but I'm not interested in getting suspended. I would also ask them, can we wait till after this is over? And if they say no, you need to come in immediately, I'm coming in immediately to save my job.
Yeah, but he's not saying he's not going to follow through with this even if they don't meet his demands. He's just saying this is what I want. And from a player's perspective, it should be, let's get this done now. Let's not talk about it.
I think that's fine. And I also think there's a big difference between requesting it and demanding it. He hasn't demanded that this is the only way he's going to answer the questions, right?
No, it was just, these are the stipulations.
That's pretty funny.
And he's known to not like Roger Goodell either.
I want catered food.
Absolutely. Can we get Chipotle? What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that.
No pizza, though, because I'm done with the pizza for the next few weeks.
I'll believe that when I see it. Hey. You almost gave it up for an entire week.
Trying. I went over 10 days. I think I went 11 and a half days.
You are strong, man. You are strong. All right, our man Kang just reported back from his weekend in the Thumb, Michigan's Thumb, where he was up there for... And we took calls on Friday and said, hey, is this an underrated place? Is this actually pretty good? And the response we got was pretty consistent. That's all right. And Kang came back, and I think the exact words, Kang, you used, because you didn't hear the show, And at the end of our discussion on Friday, the wrap up was, it's all right. I walk into the office. I said, Kang, how was your weekend? And he said, it was okay. That was it.
Not bad. Not
It was okay.
great. You know?
Let's go to Kevin. Sally on 97 won a ticket. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
What's going on?
Hey, man.
No, I just wanted to make a comment about King's comment. I just had my wedding up in Lexington, which is just about a half hour north of Port Huron, at my father-in-law's backyard. And I don't know, I think it's beautiful. The west side of the state's pretty built up. I mean, I love it over there, Ludington area. But the east side now is, not all the glitz and glamour, but a lot of, small towns, especially the town of Lexington. It's, real small, but, I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, absolutely beautiful. The water's freezing cold, which I like. But, I don't know if having the Pier Michigan, build it up is going to help, but, it's not as commercialized, but it's nice there. I mean, I don't see why it's, just okay. I go there. I go places like that to relax, and I think if that's what you're into, the east side of the state is okay up by the thumb area.
Well, that's what it comes down to. Is
It's a good place for a
what
nap.
what do you want to do with your vacation time? If you want the hustle and bustle, you want to go out to a different restaurant every night. You want nightlife. You want to make sure there's bars with plenty of people and all that. Yeah, you're probably not going to the thumb area or the east side or by Port Huron and north of that and on Lake Huron. But if you just want to kick back and relax out on the beach, why not?
Let's go to Andy in Flint. You're on 97 won a ticket. Hi, Andy.
Hey.
Hey.
So I'm glad you guys brought this up because 10 years ago, I experienced going camping up in Harbor Beach. And we were at a campground that I thought was pretty safe. They actually had cabins for us. And while we were out on the canoes, somebody who obviously worked there, and I say worked there because the cabins weren't exactly right on top of each other, so we really felt like we were in our own space. But they broke in and stole my wallet. And when I went to the front desk to complain, not only did they make it very clear that they didn't care, but they weren't going to do anything at all to help me get to the bottom of what I could do. So I asked where the nearest police department was, and they explained it was the gas station just down the road. There's a mini police department in there. And by down the road, they mean about 4.5 miles. I pull up to this gas station that was not even in business. There's this old Suburban that was unmarked with blue sirens on the top. And there's a handwritten sign on the door instructing you that if you're in an emergency, to call a cell phone number, make sure to speak clearly into the voicemail. I kind of think the west side of the state could hold the key to the universe and no one, or the east side, excuse me, not the west, the east side. I kind of think the thumb could hold the key to the universe and no one would ever find it because I felt like I was so alone and that no one would ever find me if somebody were to just decide to take me out right there.
Wow. Andy,
Was it a BP gas station?
No, actually, like I said, you could tell that at one time it was a gas station, but
It's a gas.
it was completely abandoned.
That's a little scary.
maybe you need to give it a second chance. Kang, did you find security to be an issue in the thumb?
I didn't find security to be an issue, but I did find it to be very small. Kind of like Andy said, like I walked into a store to get some stuff. That's when I saw the pizza place.
Some stuff.
Right.
Yeah, and as people were walking in, you go, "Hey, Bob. Hey, how's it going, Joe? Hey, these are customers talking to the owner, cashier." When I walked in, it was like, "Who are you?" It was like, "Where'd you come from?" So yeah, I think it's a very small community. They like it that way, and it's just like you said, Gator. If you want to just get away, it's not bad at all. It's not. I don't think it's horrible. I don't think it's.
Well, they're not playing banjos out there, right?
No. Just what do you want to do, right?
248-539-9797. Champ and Chump. Get your votes in for Champ and Chump of the weekend. Our thoughts on the Tigers weekend coming up today at 1:20, and the Red Wings weekend, which was a little bit better, at 1:24. 97 won the ticket.